Welcome to a special episode of Lipstick and Loose Lips. This is an all hip-hop version where you know hip-hop has 4 elements, which is DJing, breakdancing, graffiti, and of course MCing. I have with me right here to my left
Miss Epiphany, y'all, what's up?
It's me, Chazzy Bear.
Chanel.
I'm DJ E, Mr. Influential, and we have special guests with us today. Introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Black Collar Bears.
And we have another guest here.
It's Rell Gambino.
Alright, this episode today, we're going to focus basically on hip-hop, where in the city of Trenton, right here where we live at. All our people that have been watching us, you know, checking in and taking and paying attention to us, I know you pay attention to Facebook. Right now, it's a list going around. Who's the top 10 MCs in the city of Trenton? We have the pleasure to have one guy right now who created one of the lists. Not all the lists, it's not the main list, but one of the lists. And we just want to know who his list is. Do you have it off the top of your head, sir, Mr. Rell Gambino?
I don't know the list off the top of my head.
Who was your top 3 on your list?
The top 3 on my list were Pud, Young Pud. He's from Kingsbury, Black Collar Biz, and Sonic is out.
Okay. And did you have a list, brother, yourself?
Nah, I did. I did the dial thing. I wasn't, I thought it was funny. You feel me? Like it was, but I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, honestly, and that's what ended up happening to anybody. You know what I mean? You make a list of who the dopest MCs and they feel like you don't pay homage to them or whatever, or you don't get mentioned. So I was like, I'm gonna stay out of that. But it is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hip hop.
That's it.
So, how many feelings did you hurt? I mean, like, how many different lists are there? How many different lists have you seen that you know of?
I don't know, like, basically the first, people make lists all the time of different things, all the time.
Absolutely.
Opinions, and it happened before somebody make their top 10 list, but what happened was, this day, Rell, he put up his list of his favorite, and, we joked around a lot, and the thing how Facebook works, it is like when you comment on something, then whoever's your friend or mutual friend gets to see what you commented on, even though it has nothing to do with
them. Right.
So I commented. I got a nice amount of people on Facebook that follow what I do. They saw it, and then they start mentioning certain things, and then it just kept gaining that momentum.
Okay.
Because it was one of those days that we was chopping up about the list, and then
I understand you made a couple lists too. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Can I take the stage for a minute?
Sure.
What made you create a list? What was you doing? What's going through your head at the moment? Like, I'm gonna get up, hit the book, and make a list real quick. Piss a couple people off. What was the motivation behind the list?
It wasn't to piss anybody off. It was just a spontaneous Facebook post.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of wanted to acknowledge the people that I was really listening to from the city of Trenton. It had nothing to do with who's the best and who's really doing it and who's not. Because some of the people on my list, for that matter, aren't even active rappers. They just rap for me. I've heard them rap. I've heard their talent. I thought it was some of the best that I've heard. So it had nothing to do with who's the best and who's
current, not even current.
Yeah.
So the criteria was loosely based.
It was opinion based.
Okay. Go ahead, answer. All right.
G-Tape dropping in March.
Yes.
This one,
Yeah, you gotta plug
Say that again. Plug that again.
G-Tape dropping in March.
Yes.
March 18th. Rell Gambino.
Yes, that's my second mixtape release. Make sure you're on March 18th, y'all. Go get that.
So where they get it from?
Anywhere on the internet that I choose to post, and I'll have hard copies. Just holla at me.
All right.
You know I am the list maker.
I
just want to tell everybody that I ain't make no list. So don't.
Wait. Why didn't you make a list?
Cause I don't really care. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
That's it.
I'm gonna keep it real with you all the time. Like, I don't really care. But you know what I mean? If I did care, then I still wouldn't have this.
I don't really want to hurt nobody's feelings, you know, cause that, you know, that's what it do. Like, so.
Yeah.
So I think it's funny that y'all, I said it first, hurt people's feelings, but at the end of the day, doesn't it? It should make some cats hungry and make them want to get back to the essence of hip hop. He made a list and I ain't make the list, so I feel like get on your grind, get some music out in the street, let people hear you. So if you ain't make the list, then you ain't make the list.
Exactly.
You got some work to do, right?
It's good for the city.
And there's a couple of lists. So if the list came around, 20 of them came through and your name ain't on none of them.
The one
So
thing,
was it like one consistent person on like every list that anybody?
This young man was on a couple of those lists.
Right.
So
it was a few. It was
I saw Big Ooh.
Rudy Moose
Tyler, of
was
course,
on, Rudy Moose was on the top of the list. You know
They Dunk was on a couple lists.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Chrome.
Yeah,
Who else was
yeah. See, when you was folks.
So
I mean,
You can see it all day.
I tired
you want to
there.
list that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's American.
But I'd like to know, is there
Even
any
hip-hop
like
lessons,
female, like dope female rappers on anybody's list in Trenton? Is there like any?
I didn't see any female. Did you see? I mean,
There was a very dope female rapper on my list. Her
Yes.
name is Valana Denise. When you get a chance, you make sure you look her up because her music is very nice.
Say their name again.
Valana Denise.
All right.
The one thing I liked about, after the list was made, with me being a person that also just loved entertainment, period, comedy and everything, I like the video you and P. Dot made.
Yeah.
That was very hilarious. For y'all who did, what is the title of the video where they can search that on YouTube?
P. Dot responds to the list. I think that's it. You go on YouTube.
Very hilarious.
Check
Very,
out P.
very
Dot.
hilarious.
It was just, and it was random, man. It was random because we saw that, just from him making the list and we just talking about it, we ain't taking it serious, whatever. And then we started saying that it was a lot of people that were offended in the sense where, they shouldn't have been. It's like, why are you mad? But and Doc laughed at it. It was a couple people that really got hurt though. I mean, I ain't gonna put no names out there.
This is the loose lips
You know who you are. I'm not, no, 'cause you know who you are because I'm talking to you. You felt some type of way. And we wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. I mean, just man up next time. Don't be so easily offended.
Yeah.
And just keep working. Keep doing what the fuck you doing. Ooh. Keep doing what
That's
you doing.
okay. You don't get to take a loose lip.
Keep doing what you doing. That's about it, man. But yeah, Valana Denise, Thank Green Productions is a dope MC. And she should be on everybody's list.
The one thing I liked about the whole this situation was it influenced other people to continue to make lists. And I think with these same people who created lists, you need to support these artists that you have a list for. Because you'll go out, you'll buy Jay-Z album, Nas album, you'll go out, you'll buy French Montana, Coke Boy, everything. Nothing against them, but these are artists you don't know. Most of the people on the list, you knew a lot of them personally.
Grew up with them.
You grew up with them, but you don't
Homegrown.
support them. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the city lacks spirit in every aspect, is support. You get what I'm saying? So follow your list, and if you really made that list, because females made lists too. What I mean, not they weren't on the list, they actually created their own list. Y'all, when y'all like music, men follow that quick. I'll see more chicks riding down the street playing hard music than I see dudes. I see a chick coming through playing Coke Boys, I see a dude coming through playing Trey Songz. And so y'all gotta understand y'all influence with the music, you know what I mean? So continue to support that if you made a list. That's well needed. What you think about that?
I agree. I mean, it's well said. And listen, how about this? I do have a question. Are there still ciphers? When I was coming along, that's all we did. But it was well known. I mean, when I was coming along, you knew every Friday night it was going to be a cipher such and such. Or such and such was battling such and such. I don't hear about that. And not that my ear is so close to the street no more, but it's close enough. And so somebody like me, an old hip-hop head, I ain't that old, don't get it twisted, but an older hip-hop head, I should be catching this. I should be catching wind of this, and I don't. So I feel like cats ain't hungry like they used to be. It's a different culture. And I hear a lot of stuff. I've been checking out a lot of music, a lot of different, I love you stuff. I like more conscious stuff. I feel like there's a lot of parrot MCs out there. Y'all saying the same stuff over and over. You saying the same stuff that this cat just said. Where's the originality? And if you got some, holler at us, because I want
to cut you off, but if anybody in the city is looking for Originality, I have an album on Bandcamp entitled Black Sheep.
Yeah.
You should definitely check that out if you're looking for Originality.
And it's on what?
It's on bandcamp.com.
Yeah.
Look up Rell Gambino Black Sheep.
Rell Gambino, right? Say that so people hear you and they can
Rell
search you.
Gambino, RELLGAMBINO.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right, but the people need to know.
Black Sheep. Yeah, that's definitely a dope project. I can vouch for that. I can definitely vouch for that. It's a crazy project. But honestly though, what I realized what the list did too, it took a lot of the younger generation MCs and a lot of older generation MCs that were mixed amongst the crowded list, and then I noticed that people start adding the people's names tagged in the list. So now you're like, oh, he's a rapper, he must be nice if this person put him on the list. Now, you know what I'm saying? So now that caused more people to pay attention to who these new cats are, and you know, for the new cats who didn't know about the older generation, you know what I'm saying? And that was our fault because we in the middle and we didn't bridge that gap.
Right.
Yeah, that just did it.
We didn't bridge that
But
gap.
to take years, how many years of hip hop, all you heard was, I want to see Nas and Jay-Z, Nas and Jay-Z, Nas and Jay-Z, to the point where it was DJs putting a Nas verse here,
Yeah,
Jay-Z
you're
Nas
right.
verse here, and then you have another artist that they knew rhyme on it, and you make them think that it was really one song, and you be like, I heard that verse on another song, that wasn't real. To the point it got to Black Republicans and Success and all that type of stuff, and everybody loved it. I'm sure it's people in the city that you want to see that way. I'm sure it's like that, so speak on it. Because the people are, y'all everything. Y'all the reason why we here.
Can I say
Period.
something real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. Back to this goes for both of y'all. You was asking about the ciphers. Shout out to Quest God on the camera and all that. Repping Tom ciphers for any MC.
Helen Murphy
It's
was
an
beautiful.
exactly. Thank you. It was one of those things where it just came together naturally. I got a phone call. Yo, we gonna do this. We gonna do a cipher. And then we was like, yo, we should do this for everybody. We should allow everybody an opportunity just to say, you know what, go record this verse with these. I don't even know who these people are. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's like that. People like, who that in the cipher? You get to know them. And if they dope, they dope. Now y'all working together.
That's
because that's
beautiful.
an opportunity to network.
That's hip hop.
That's hip hop, right? So that's what we trying to bring to the table. Part 3 coming out. Well, we're shooting part 3 at a cipher this weekend. We're gonna talk WPRB on Sunday, and then we got part 4 almost. Is it part 4 book already? Part 4 is a book.
Oh, that's
So we're
what's
gonna keep the ciphers going. We're gonna try to switch it up. Sometimes we need a DJ down there.
I'm ready. I'm with it.
If you wanna, you know what I'm saying? You
Y'all
wanna go
doing
down
more
there
than
and rock
PRB?
Huh?
Y'all doing more than PRB?
Nah, we doing right here in this building.
I had a show at PRB for a little while too, but
Word.
yeah,
Shout out to them.
yeah, but definitely whenever y'all ready, that's not a problem.
Word.
I live up the street.
Yeah. But
It helps. I mean,
that's the part of networking, man.
that's the whole thing about hip hop, man. Hip hop is a culture. It's more than music. That's why I broke down what the elements is. This whole, if you look at it, you know what I mean? Hip hop never died. It just kept growing and growing and growing. It was like a little boy, or you could look at it as a female. It went through a kid stage where everybody was, the way hip hop was, it was simple. It was elementary. Then it went through its real hood stage where everybody was shooting just like somebody in the street hustling. Now everybody got pretty. They was in the club. It's a culture that just grows. So it gotta keep going. So the thing about the list, on that list, you had different types of artists because of the fact of the age group and the whole bridging the gap. But they always from the city, and we don't have no outlet. So for people like Quest, places like this, the ciphers and things of that helps the whole culture of hip hop in this city grow. So I'm happy for the list. How you feel?
I'm loving it. I think we should create one. I think we should start researching and looking up these cats. I'm gonna check you out.
That's it.
So you made the list.
I will make your
You gonna make my list? Can we shake on that? You gonna make my list? I got you. Now this man don't make my list. I believe him. If he says black collar vouchers for him,
I know me personally. I made the list. I did.
You made a list?
I made a list.
Oh, you made a list?
Yay me. But and after watching a few of Collar's videos and hearing some of his music, I actually erased somebody off my list. Like, yo, he's definitely definitely need to be on this list because I like people like, you know, Jay-Z and Nas and Common and stuff. So once I heard his music, it was more than just look at that B with the big bud and all this. So if it's definitely not there, I can appreciate it. So Carla, you definitely on my list. If it means anything.
It does. It means a lot to me. Like, even though
What's your list?
people that listen and they appreciate
What
the
is
stuff
your
that I
list?
put together. though.
Who's on your list? Name a few. I got people.
I can name a few. I
want
am
you to name
not
a few.
scared.
I want you to do.
Kala, AP the Mayor, Day Dunk, he's on my list. Chrome, he's on my list. I'm not gonna go through the rest, but you know, just a
That
few
was
people.
corny.
You who you got?
I'm just not gonna go down the whole list. Who's on your list?
got
I
a
ain't
list?
got this shit, but I'm about to get my people right on the list. I got a list. I know this is loose lips, and I know
I had to
damn
get
well
one
y'all
You
got
got-
it on the record.
I wasn't planning on getting one.
Why the heck?
I don't have a list yet.
Oh, okay.
But Epiphany's gonna have a list.
Okay.
And Epiphany is a hip hop head.
You know,
So I know all about this lyrical content and I'm listening for more than just I pop bottles and I bust my guns. I don't want to hear none of that, okay? Alright.
Listen, I don't have numbers, but I got people that I.
But we're about to create a list.
Yeah, but
Loose
me-
lips is gonna
Y'all
create
should
a
have
list.
created a list before this
Well,
show.
no,
Here.
you
They call
named-
loose lips for a
You
reason.
named a couple. I got like.
I named a
You
couple.
just started.
I got
with it.
Topzilla.
That's just my list. I'm not.
I got
everybody.
Master Rec.
Those
You
people
know what I'm
are saying,
saying?
they on your
Black
list.
Collar Biz. I got KV, AP the Mayor. I mean, my man Deuce Jones still when he spit, I listen to him. You know what I mean?
Good.
Alert Ingram. I got a lot of people that I rock with in the city. You know what I mean? So it's you know, Boo.
Yeah.
The whole
my list.
Fifth Ave boy, Tweez, all of them. I mean, we go back elementary school basketball kids. Like, so, you know, my list go long.
Hey, check this out. What if we take these lists, right? I'm dropping something that I don't even care. I was gonna keep it under wraps, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it exclusive.
We getting an exclusive?
I mean, it's an idea though. It's an idea. It came from the list. It was like, all right, everybody complaining about this list. Let's make a list for real. Like, make a website that's a list. But it's a directory. It's a directory of names. It's in alphabetical order of all the artists in town. But to get on this list, you have to make sure your stuff is copywritten. You have to have some type of LLC.
Your business gotta be right.
You have to have your BMI and your ASCAP because if anybody hears anybody coming out of Trenton, they're like, oh, gotta be some more talent there. They can go to this directory, right? And then they don't have to worry about these cats, you know, not knowing their business. You know what I mean? You could be the dopest, but if you've never paid for a studio session or
Right.
you don't buy your beats or even speak to your producer and you just steal it off YouTube, I mean, you could be nice. But don't worry about being on the list if you're not handling your business. You feel me? And
You educate them, that's all.
That's the
That's what
key.
you're doing.
That's
I
what's
mean, I feel like we should flip it though.
Yeah, it makes
That's
sense.
a great idea.
Because that's the only thing, that's the thing that's lacking from the city. We don't have major radio stations. You know what I'm saying? We got, all we got really is PRB. And they'll give you an hour. Listen to PRB early in the day. You're going to hear they talk about the dog show coming and the little flowers and things. I'm serious.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know, that's
It's
Princeton
not-
University.
yeah.
I know how it
I
is.
know how it
You
is.
get what I'm saying? So, what he said makes a hell of a lot of sense.
All right, so let me ask a question about the list and the various lists that exist. I keep hearing people say, I've seen a number of posts with lists, and they say in no particular order. What's that about?
Yeah, I've heard. That's
Wow.
all I've
That's not to hurt nobody's feelings.
Why?
Yeah,
But I mean, listen, not to hurt nobody's feelings.
You know, you don't
You
want
gonna hurt people's feelings?
When you make
anyway.
it big, you want to hit the top 10. You want to be number 1. So what's the problem with? I don't understand. Is it really because y'all don't want to hurt nobody's feelings? Like,
hip-hop's
is it?
competitive, so you should
It's
have.
supposed to be. I'm like, yeah. If I got a list, my number 1 gonna be my number 1.
Right.
It's not
Whether you like it or
I
not.
didn't make a list and say no particular order. Oh,
Right.
it's a particular order, and it's for a reason.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so for the ones who did that, be bold enough to put an order up. That's basically.
I mean, let's do this. Let's
Yeah.
get the
Because
competition
when
going.
Epiphany speaks, she means it.
And here's the thing about it. Anybody hungry enough knows I find are the best MCs if you hungry and you want it. That's what drives you. That's what gets that pen in your hand or get you behind that mic and you spit like you never did before. It's a list and I ain't make it. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where the thirst and the drive. That's what makes hip hop. That's what hip hop is about.
That's any creative artist. I can remember two of the worst days of my life. I had to DJ both nights, and both nights the parties was like, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like crazy to the point where, shout out to DK, my partner in crime, was like, yo, I ain't never seen you like this. I just had a lot of animosity built in, but I took it out on what I do. And it's just, it gets your whole adrenaline right. So you right. When you push a person and make them feel like they start spitting, even artists, they'll make the best picture in the world because of frustration.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And speaking of lists, why is on my mind, I can't forget. I seen you made the list. There was a list, I don't know what particular it was for, but Sadat X had created that list. What was that whole situation?
He did a competition where, you know, he sent out a beat. You know what I mean? He sent out the beat and he asked a bunch of people, like, if you want to make my new project, just give me a verse. You know what I mean? Just send it in and we'll listen to it. But when I did it, I kind of like, this was after the list thing too. It was like everybody's talking about this list and I'm like, yo, all right, well, I posted on Facebook like, yo, if anybody wants to, you know, try to, you know, rock with Sadat X, thinking because it's not like he's Drake. We all know that he's a dope.
Oh, but he's,
Let me finish. This what I'm about. It's a setup. It's like he's a dope MC. We gotta pay him homage because Brand Nubian was one of the greatest groups. You know what I mean?
Hands down.
And the thing is, he's offering you the opportunity, right? So you gotta think about it. He's not Drake in the sense where I'm saying Drake is super famous and everybody knows Drake. He's gonna be overloaded with verses. I laid down something real quick. He listened to it and you know I made his list. And that was cool. I mean, it was the second round.
When I seen that, that was big.
That's what's up.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in this episode right here. You know, Lipstick and Loose Lips, the all hip hop version.
Look out for the list.
Look out for the list is coming. Tell them where they can send their list if they want to send a list to us.
Oh, lipstick and loose lips at gmail.com. That's lipstick and loose lips at gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter, Lip About It. Find us on YouTube, Lipstick and Loose Lips. Facebook, Lipstick and Loose Lips. Like us. We create a list, y'all. You want to be on it?
G-Tape coming March 18th. And also, my next project, HTA High Grade Artistry, is dropping that same day. So,
That's what's up.
it's gonna be crazy. Go with it.
Any more plugs?
I'm Rell Gambino.
A-L-B-I-N-O.
You can find me and everything about me at rellgambino.com. You can find me on Twitter at Rell Gambino. You can find me on Instagram at Rell Gambino. Or like me on Facebook, Rell Gambino.
There you go.
And check out for my mixtape coming out soon.
Mine is the same way. Everything is black collar biz. I don't want to make it too difficult for y'all, man. Like, I don't want to be black collar over here than something else over there. Everything's black collar biz. Follow us. Shout out to Sonic Assad. Shout out to Ho Sway. Shout out to Mogul Monopoly. Shout out to Castano Films. Shout out to my boy Merlino. Everybody that we rocking with right now, Thank Great Productions. It's going to be a lot. Forever Changing Records. Rain on Your Parade. Oh man. Honorable Society. If I missed you, don't take it to heart. Big ups to Sage Coalition too, man. Definitely doing big things in the city, and be on the lookout because we're gonna be on the road this year.
That's what's up.
We're gonna see a lot of stuff.
Tune in the next episode. I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all, I love
Thank
y'all.
y'all for coming out
Thank
with
y'all
us.
for watching.
Rocking with us.
Thank you. What really shocked me, man, was America's Favorite D. She had her own list. You see how she said it? She was like, I got AP the Mayor, Black Collar Biz. Like, she was all into it. I thought she was about to freestyle for me, man. I was gonna beatbox and everything. But, you know, keep making them lists, because it's good for the city. That's all I gotta say, man. DJ E, let's go.
So the girl gonna get on camera and tell us about a list. We don't got no damn list. Show me the list of rap. When she started listening to hip hop, I'm listening. You like this bitch got a list? Fuck the list come from? I'm confused. I know what she did. Yeah, one of those boyfriends. Give me some names and some rappers in the hood. I know that's what she did. She one of them suburban chicks. She don't know nothing about no hip hop. Don't y'all get confused about that list. That's not official tissue. I'm out. It don't
Like,
happen.
really though? They really think I don't have a list based on what? Cause I'm all cute and stuff. Nah, I got a list. And I tell you who number one is. Nah, I ain't gonna do that because I don't have a number one. But I do have a list. I ain't calling up none of my booze. I actually listen to some of this music, and some of y'all music are hot. Some of your music are really whack. That's it. Bye.
I ain't had no list, but now I'm gonna have to make one because they done gave me kind of like a class. You whack if you don't pay for your own studio sessions, if you don't talk to your producer and all that. So I'm about to do my history. Like, I'm out.
Shout out to all the sensitive rappers in Trenton who got mad because they weren't on my list. Oh well, I don't care. If you listen to my music, I'm probably gonna be on your list. I should be on your list because I'm just like that. Check me out. You know what it is. I'm done.
You shouldn't care if I made a list or not, honestly. It doesn't matter because I probably would have like jazz on there or something. I mean, I really don't listen to rap like that. The thing is that at the end of the day, remember, keep working hard. Have a list of tasks that you need to do and accomplish something in life other than being a mad ass rapper, you feel me? You shouldn't care if I made a list or not, honestly. It doesn't matter because I probably would have like jazz on there or something. I mean, I really don't listen to rap like that. The thing is that at the end of the day, remember, keep working hard. Have a list of tasks that you need to do and accomplish something in life other than being a mad ass rapper, you feel me?
Well, people can be bougie about it, but people with raps, they can't sing. They gotta sing like hallelujah. Okay, now that's it. I got to do that.